15 things in Dallas that belong on your bucket list. We guarantee that you'll find at least one that you didn't know about. Hey, this is Bob from Bucket List Cruise and Travel. Welcome back. We have a new feature we'd like to introduce today. Stay tuned for more details at the end of the video, but it's called Map and Go. All of our destination videos will be having an interactive map that you can download for free to your smartphone. Stay tuned to the end for further details. Now, let's get started. 1. The Dallas Administration Building, the School Book Depository, and the 6th floor museum are all located in the same building. The Texas School Book Depository, known as the Dallas County Administration Building, is a 7-floor building facing Daley Plaza in Dallas, Texas. The building was Lee Harvey Oswald's vantage point in his assassination of President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963. You will want to go to Daley Plaza, take pictures in front of the School Book Depository. The building overlooks other important areas surrounding the assassination of JFK. The former School Book Depository is now a museum that is open to the public that relates to the events surrounding the assassination. Here you can see the window that Lee Harvey Oswald, a School Book Depository employee, by the way, used to shoot at Kennedy. Be sure to go to the website of the museum in advance so you can get advance tickets, if necessary, to ensure that you can see inside the museum. After viewing the museum, head out to Daley Plaza. Here, you'll see the famous plaza, the Grassy Knoll, and the overpass that JFK's limo passed under on the way to the hospital. You'll see X's in the street to mark where the first and second shots hit the president. Sites nearby that are associated with the assassination of JFK include the Oswald Rooming House Museum. You can drive by without a reservation, but you really want to go inside. And for that, you will need to be on a tour, or you'll need a reservation. More on that to follow. Inside, you will be able to see the main areas of the home where Lee Harvey Oswald was staying. Much of the home now is unchanged. Included in the tour is a visit to Oswald's room and a photo in his room and in the home with newspaper highlights of the day. Continuing on, you should visit the Officer J.D. Trippit Memorial. The memorial is hidden in a neighborhood. It'll be easy to miss without knowing it was there. The memorial is located at the site where Officer Trippit was gunned down by Oswald as he was eluding police and trying to escape. Next, you'll want to visit the Texas Theater. The Texas Theater is where the site at which Oswald was apprehended by Dallas police. He entered the theater to hide. There is more to the story, and we recommend a guided tour. We have a recommendation in the show notes below. On a tour, you will visit all of these stops and more, and you will see clips of the day's events, old newsreels of the day that show and tell the story as you see the sights. Very enjoyable and enlightening. Now, other points of interest in Dallas that should be on your bucket list of things to do include the Bronze Cattle Drive. The plaza commemorates Dallas's beginnings by celebrating the trails that brought settlers to Dallas. The site features native plants and trees and a flowing stream in a natural setting and a recreation of a cattle drive in bronze with longhorn steers being driven by 3 cowboys on horseback. It is located adjacent to the Dallas Convention Center at Young and Griffin between the historical Pioneer Cemetery and the Dallas Convention Center. Pioneer Plaza represents the largest public open space in the Central Business District. The cemetery next door is also worth a stroll while you are there. Many of the grave sites are marked with well-known names of the past. Look for the markers. Next is the Old Red Museum. The history of the Old Red itself was originally built as the Dallas County Courthouse in 1891 of red sandstone, rusticated marble accents. Also known as the Old Red Courthouse, it is now the Old Red Museum, a local history museum. The lobby of the museum contains a large Pegasus. Inside contains local history and artifacts. And of course, there's always a backstory with everything. Let's talk about the Pegasus horse in Dallas, Texas. Well, the Pegasus was originally on top of the Magnolia building, which was done by the Magnolia Oil Company right over my shoulder over here. The original was taken down, due to structural issues and lost to history. It was replaced. Okay, it was replaced by a replica, and the developer of the Omni Hotel wondered what happened to the original Pegasus horse. Well, he put a team together, searched for it for years, until one day somebody found it in an old white shed in a no-place town in Texas. Well, $200,000 later and a bunch of restoration, he placed it in front of the Omni Hotel. This is the original, still rotating as it did in the 1930s. Very cool, and that's the backstory of the red Pegasus horse in Dallas, Texas. What is one of the most popular selfie spots in Dallas? Of course, the giant eye. 30 feet hyper-realistic eyeball in the middle of downtown is a great spot for a photo, but you may have to get a bit creative, as it is on private property and sits behind a large fence. The eye sculpture is owned by the Jolie Hotel in downtown Dallas. The hotel space where the eye sits is part of the event center, so consider booking a private event for a closer access to the eye. Presidential Library of George Bush. With only 15 presidential libraries documenting Presidents Hubert Hoover through Donald J. Trump. This is a must-stop when in Dallas. We have a goal of getting to each of all the 15 presidential libraries, so we added this one to our bucket list. The library, however, was closed due to the pandemic. We will keep this one on our list for next time we're in Dallas. The Munster House is a replica of the home of the hit TV show The Munsters. Not only has this home been painstakingly recreated, but it is open for tours and dinners. Getting here requires some pre-planning because we want to attend the dinner event for the full experience, and during our stay, this too was closed. But like and subscribe for a more detailed review of our visit to the Munster Mansion when we come back to Dallas, Texas. Neiman Marcus. The store, established on September 10th, 1907, was lavishly furnished and stocked with clothing of a quality not commonly found in Texas. Oil-rich Texans welcomed the opportunity to flaunt their wealth in more sophisticated fashion than it was previously possible. They flocked to the new store. That reputation continues today with an old-fashioned department store experience, complete with a soda fountain, escalators, and those unique and hard-to-find items, like a champagne vending machine. It is a great destination to stroll through, and you may find some things that you didn't know even existed. And on to the opposite end of the luxury continuum, how about McDonald's? Hey, not just any McDonald's, this one has a zoo theme, complete with lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. This made the list because it is not only unique, but it's a must-do on a stop to Dallas because, well, you can't do this anywhere else in the world. So why not? Hopefully you found at least one thing, maybe a few more to add to your bucket list. And that should be worth a like. But we would like a comment down below. Did you find at least one thing? What was it? Help the Bucket Brigade grow. The Bucket Brigade is what we call our group of subscribers, seeking to fulfill their travel bucket list dreams, both big and small. Help your fellow travelers by adding anything we missed in the comments below. Also see how to easily save and edit highlights from all of our videos right to your desktop or your phone. That way you will have a completed list of travel bucket list stops at each destination. This will be updated for you on each video. To get the free download, follow the link that we will provide in the travel information covered here and a link to get your free map. For more detailed information about using the download and the links, watch our video called Free Bucket List Travel Maps. This is Bob with Bucket List Cruise and Travel. We'll see you next time.